the 4th Annual Grifties and the first ever live Grifty Awards. And now for your hosts, Uncle Hotep and Hotep Jesus.
Yo, no George, but I can't even breathe in this joint.
That's fucked up. He working on that Coon of the Year award.
Black people, am I right?
We've got some great categories tonight, including athlete.
We'll say what's up to your dad.
Seasons COVID-19.
Who did you want? Hamlin? Hamlin's a sleeper. Hamlin's a sleeper.
Female, musical, celebrity, people's political grifty, the Hall of Fame, and a surprise category.
Y'all see we professional. We got the teleprompter and shit. And of course, the one everyone is waiting for, Grifter of the Year Award.
From podcasts to movies.
DJ Protocol.
Yeah, DJ, that's the time to do it.
This is not a grift. I really think Lil Nas X is a gay demon.
How dare you?
Unlike most modern award shows, none of these women have penises.
Women shouldn't speak anyways.
Y'all picked the blackest room for a black. Paint the walls white so I can see y'all next time.
All coons looking like to me.
Some of you white people too. Some of y'all look like you came from 8 Mile.
We're halfway through, no one's been shot yet.
But I'm going to say at the Grifty Awards, there's only one person more arrogant, more self-assured than me, and that's Hotep Jesus.
Grifter of the Year.
Clap it up for old Uncle Hotep.
Hopefully my kids will watch this and be inspired and stuff like that.
Fuck them kids.
I'm looking for my wallet. I'm like, oh, thank God he didn't take it. Thank God.
What up, though? What's happening, world? Your boy Pro checking in the building. Friday night flights. You know how we do every Friday night. Y'all, it's the 19th of July, year of our Lord 2024. It is flying. It is flying. It is flying. Kind of like we about to do in a second. But can y'all believe it? Like we halfway through the year. And all the craziness kicked off, and we like 107 days away from the election, and it's getting crazy already. Yeah, we're going to have to talk about that on Sunday, because tonight is not the night for that. Nope, it is a night of flights, but it ain't about that. Tonight, man, we kicking it on the greatest side, the greater west side of the seaport. And as you can hear in the background, there's whistles, there's screeching feet, there's dribbling balls. That's right, man. Coming live from the summer basketball, man, Summer Madness. We got midnight basketball kicking off, sponsored by the City of Savannah, Office of Neighborhood Safety and Engagement.
Along with our recreation department.
Along with the recreation department. Parks and Recreation, City of Savannah. That's my partner, Pastor Marco. He flying with me tonight. Co-captain, co-pilot.
Yeah.
We in this thing. We gonna talk about, what's going on in the city and how the kids have been perceptive to the summer basketball, this isn't the first time. How many years have you been doing this?
Recently, I think this is 3rd or 4th year. We kicked it off with the Pastors Alliance.
Right.
Tried to get the city to do it. Asked them how much it would cost that first year. And they gave us a number. We went and raised the money and did it ourselves, and then the city picked it up after that. So I think this is the 3rd year the city's been doing it.
Okay.
4th year since we've been doing it.
Okay.
In an effort to reduce violence. Maybe coming right out of COVID.
Okay.
Summer 2020, 2021, maybe, or maybe right before.
I think maybe right before.
Maybe right before. Summer of 19.
And then COVID clamped.
Took off 20, and then the city picked it up 21, 22.
Okay.
And 22, 23, 24, I think, is when the city picked it up.
Okay. Well, we're going to get into more of all that, man. We're going to dive into this program. You're going to get to know my homie, Pastor Marco. And, yeah, man, we just going to be straight awesomeness. But you know how your boy do. Every week, we got to start off with something dope, some dope jams. And tonight is nothing different, man. I got the hometown hero currently. It's the night for the youth. It's the night for the youngins. So I have to dedicate this to the youth, to the youngins. And tonight's youth or youngin that this is geared towards is none other than the city's darling, the city's princess, the biggest foe of all the foes. That's right, Miss Flage. That's right, the LSU foe, number 4 for LSU, big foe, Miss Flage, Camouflage's daughter, Johnson. All right, so you guys check out this awesomeness, and we'll be back right after this. Ooh, y'all like that new, ain't it? Y'all like that new, don't you? You like that new, don't you? Yeah, I know you do. Mm-hmm. We moving up in the world. Let's get it.
Yeah, see the greatest. They really be capping, I see the hate. I be beating the beat like I need a baby. And I'm stacking the hundreds, you see the acres. They tryna be funny, I'm tryna get money. I guess in the end, I'ma see you later. And I just want a daddy, did it for my daddy. Ain't seeing my face, man, I'm in the paper. Man, I'm one of the ones, you see the truth. You don't gotta respond if you really know. I came up from the bottom and now I'm golden. And I throw you the ooh, we like Shaq and Kobe. We were riding the Nissan, blocking like D-Line. I'm going up and I cannot look behind. Please do not copy, I'm probably gon' decline. They think that I'm stopping, I'm still going beyond. I did the impossible, break every obstacle, tryna get money. We coming like Dion. When you get to the top, done is I'm starving. It is a must that I get it like Eli. Yeah, I got bread, I can get you a piece. Keep a double, I feel like I'm Reese. Ain't no trouble, I'm keeping the peace. It ain't mad cause I came out the east. They can't fathom, I came out of beast. I'm my mama, I came out of beast. At the top, I'm not looking beneath. You my dog, we don't gotta compete. Yeah, all you gotta do is run that check up and get paid. They ain't believe it, now I got me one way. Yeah, I come from a place where you gotta go eat. If you do what I do, you a product of me. I done did it again and I'm not in my pee. If you gang it, we gang, you riding for me. I'm a millionaire and I don't got a degree. I done got me a natty, I got me a ring. I ain't switching no sides, I'ma ride with my team. Yeah, I ain't got nothing to prove, but I do got me something to lose. I won't stop, man, you got me confused. Cause they keeping my face on the news. Yeah, man, I'm the biggest foe in the world. If you working for this and they follow your lap, then you really got what you deserve. Yeah, and I go to LSU and I be repping it like I'm Joe Burrow. When I slide in the Mozzie, I gotta keep checking it, gotta be thorough. And ain't no more revenues, ain't no more talking, and ain't no referrals. They been taking my flow, they ain't giving it back, gotta get reimbursed. Yeah, I don't get scared, let me clutch my purse. I'm the hottest rapper in it, lead the game inside of her. They hating in my own circle. Gold, yellow, I got my own purple.
He the greatest, we eat that baby, she eat the babies. Yeah, she eat the babies like she was craving. I'ma have trigger, y'all need to shave me. I'ma have dinner, don't even play the key on your B-day. Happy belated, everyday D-day, cause I fuck a daily. Dreadlocks all blind like I'm Australian. Rapping that LSU like I'm Joe Burrow. Sorry, not sorry, I'm tired of the sorrow. In a Ferrari, who gotta get a lot of these niggas is messy, cause I'm like Ronaldo. Chain big balky, diamonds be talking, diamonds be sparkling. Like Coach Malky, I'm big 5, that's big 4 flogging. Life is a bitch, this bitch so gorgeous. Ooh, you my dog, we ain't gotta compete. And all of y'all just a product of me. A billionaire and I ain't got a degree. Don't really care cause I'm 1,000 degrees. Put it in the air and the cloud in the breeze. Loud ass weed, they holler and scream. Diamonds gon' bling, they pop on screen. You scream them calls, that chopper gon' ring. Yellow gold, got my own purple. Work the Draco till my arm hurting. Better make sure your alarm working. Put a halo on you like a turban. I'm from New Orleans, meet me right on Bourbon. Weezy baby, my diaper dirty. So dirty game, had to wipe my jersey. Screaming fuck the world like a virgin, let's don't you. More like baby. Yeah, big 4, big 5. 2 times, papa.
New Shea Moisture.
What up, folk? The big foe.
Already.
The biggest foe of all the foes.
Oh, show.
Your boy Protocol checking in, man. My partner, Pastor Marco, with me. What up, man?
What's good, man?
Man, I can't call it, man. Just trying to stay up, you know. Making awesomeness happen. Trying to show the kids it's a better way in these streets, you know.
For definite show.
Somebody got to show them, because if we don't show them, then, you know, the streets going to snatch them up. Because one thing I learned, the streets learned is, ooh, the kids ain't going to get in as much trouble.
That's what you think.
That's what they thought. That may have been the old way.
We got to be the change we want to see. So we got to show them something different.
Absolutely. And that,
the hood need new heroes. That's what I like to say.
That's it. And we out here.
That's it.
We out here. We might not be driving around in the Maseratis and the Ferraris, you know, but we out here.
It's a lot of brothers doing regular stuff, doing real well. It's a lot of us doing real well.
And that's what they got to know.
They got to know. You can make it. You can do it. You can do it from this hood.
That's it. From this hood.
From this hood.
From this hood.
Right where we at, right here on the west side.
Because some greatness done came from the west side.
A whole lot. West side, east side, south side.
You know, it's funny. I was having a conversation with my brother recently. And he was talking about the NBA, right? So we in here, all these guys love playing ball, right?
Hoop dreams.
Hoop dreams. You notice that the newer class of the NBA really isn't the hoop dream stars?
No. They influencers.
They're influencers. They're products of nepotism, if you would, right? You got
second and third generation NBA,
right? Family,
the Bronnies of the world.
That part, like the little homie's not gonna have a.
No, you got to have 1 million followers to get drafted now.
1 million followers just to get drafted.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's a business move for the NBA.
Yeah, it
ain't necessarily the best players.
Right.
It's who's gonna bring the audience.
Who's gonna bring the audience? Who gonna put the butts in the seats?
That's it.
So I've been telling folk for a while, and I think it's gonna come like we're gonna have to deviate from the NBA. We're gonna have to create our own. All right. Right now we're streaming all over the world.
That's right.
We can put those kids right there on a court. Get cameras out there. We got people who can fly drones across and make sure they get the zipping, you know, right? Put them out there. And we can really outshine the NBA.
That's true.
It's possible, but the people got to buy in, and there's so many people who are like, it's the NBA, though. They got the money. And?
Tell that to Ice Cube.
Right. Who's now booming. You know who, and I'm not going political. I'm going to leave politics alone tonight, but I am going to mention a now political figure, and that's Donald Trump. A lot of people forget about the USFL. And he had the NFL on their heels. Matter of fact, if it wasn't for Trump in the USFL, the NFL wouldn't be getting paid the money they getting paid today.
They had to up their game.
They had to up their game.
Yeah.
That's what we have to do. We have to say, oh, okay.
You know who made the WNBA up their game?
Who that?
It's these other three letters, the NIL.
Yes, the NIL. The NIL made them step their game all the way up, and they still ain't matching.
They still ain't matching.
They ain't going
These girls, I'll stay in college another year.
Come on now.
I'm gonna make more than. Wait a minute.
What you making?
Huh?
Give me my 4 years.
Exactly. I'm gonna graduate, get my degree, make this NIL
Come on
money,
now.
and do that.
Smarter business move. That's what Flage. We just played Flage. She's gonna do it.
Exactly.
I don't see her mom now. Anything could happen now, but I truly believe in my heart of hearts that she's going to have to she's gonna have to ride out all 4 years. Mm-hmm. Her mama ain't playing. It's just me. It probably
Make
is
that
choppy.
bread if you can.
It probably is choppy, bros. Again, we live on site, right? We're in we're in places where they don't typically want to give us the best of internet. We're fighting for it, but they don't give us the best internet over here, not yet. So roll with it. It is being recorded, so I will definitely upload the unchoppy version tomorrow. All right, so it probably is choppy, so let's just ride. That's what they do, man. I'm in the hood, bro. We don't get the best in the hood. We don't. Just keeping it real.
It is what it is.
Yes, it is.
But we deal with it. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
We used to going without.
Mm-hmm.
We're used to having to work twice as hard to get half as much as our counterparts.
Mm-hmm.
And we still winning.
Still winning. No matter what.
It's called resilience in my book.
That's it. And we some of the most resilient people I know.
That's right.
We from Savannah, Georgia. That resiliency is in the DNA.
SAV all day.
So, as long as the audio is good, then we're good. Like I said, I'm definitely going to put up the unchoppy version. I believe it's choppy. I really do. It just told me when I was going live on YouTube that the signal wasn't all that good. So, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. Enjoy it, man. We in the hood. We in the thick of it. We ain't at the RNC where they give them the best of the best up there, right? We right here in the good old SAV.
We in SAV, Georgia, not Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Right. But
no cheese over here. A whole lot of ships rolling in the ports, though.
Whole lot of ships.
Seaport City.
Bruh. When the last time you been out there just to watch the ships?
I was out there last Thursday. Took my summer program out there.
Okay.
Let the kids see it up close and personal.
Right.
Booked a tour for them to see
the
kind of money that we bring into the whole southeast region of the United States right here in little old Savannah, Georgia.
Little old Savannah, Georgia. We ain't finna be little no more. We ain't, honestly.
Not with Hyundai rolling in with 15 Bs.
Man, listen, Hyundai. The music industry on the way, but the movie industry been.
Listen, Georgia is the new Hollywood. We've surpassed Hollywood the last 3 years. Last time I checked.
Man, listen, let's not talk about that.
Listen,
the Hollywood weirdos, man.
They making movies all over Georgia, left and right.
Left and right, because we got them tax breaks.
We got studios right down the street over here.
Yeah, right there on Louisville.
Louisville.
Yeah,
ain't too far from here.
I remember when they opened those studios, man. Before SCAD bought. So the first studio was in the old meat packing facility. They rolled for about 4 or 5 years and they shut down. And then SCAD, I think it's Savannah Film now. I think it's Savannah Film Studios. SCAD purchased it, or a SCAD affiliate purchased it, and then coming back this way, SCAD went and purchased up everything else. And they got sets and I think it's a screening theater over there and all. It's like, man.
Yep.
It's
and there was some chatter just today about a Georgia city getting the Sundance Film Festival.
To words right out my mouth.
I'm wondering what that city is.
Took the words right out my mouth. Sundance?
Listen,
man.
We've had the SCAD Film Festival going on for a few years, man. Savannah doing their thing, man.
Yes, it is.
I ain't mad at nobody. Hey, it's money to be made out there. If you know how to capitalize on it, go get yours. Go get it. It's out here.
Absolutely.
And I'm just trying to show these young people, it's out here. You ain't got to be in the streets. You ain't got to be slinging dope. You ain't got to be shooting, killing, robbing. It's money to be made. Ben just got through talking to the kids, showing them how to monetize their gifts. These kids consume a lot of social media. Show you how to monetize your social media. There's so many things that can be done to earn an income, even while, I listened to Flage's song. I'm a millionaire, ain't got a degree.
Right.
A whole lot of folk with no college degrees. I got my PhD. That's a public high school diploma right here from the Savannah Chatham County Public School System. So I've been educated in the streets of Savannah and the schools of the Savannah Chatham County Public School System. Got my PhD from the illustrious Alfred Eli Beach High School.
That's right.
Best high school in Savannah.
Best high school in Savannah.
One of the best in the nation.
That's right.
One of the most historic in the nation.
That's right.
All of that. So, again, it's money to be made. It ain't all about the degrees. But, hey, if you're going to get a skill that requires a degree, then go get that degree. I got kids that with college degrees and those who are needing that type of education for the skills and the work they want to do. So I ain't knocking education. I am college educated. I'm just talking trash. But, hey, it is a lot that can be done without a college education.
I didn't. I tell everybody I didn't finish. It wasn't for me, honestly, to finish. Speaking of AE Beach, she graduated from Beach too.
Yeah, Miss Aisha over there.
Yeah. I'm good. How you doing? That's what's up. You going to the picnic?
All alumni picnic coming up September.
It's going down.
You in Savannah, don't miss it.
It's going down.
That's the place to be. That's all I can say. When the Bulldogs do it, they do it right.
That's it. And then not quite a month. No. A little over a month later, we'll have Savannah State's homecoming. And
it's homecoming.
Yes, sir. Go ahead and get right.
Get that throat there.
Get that throat right. You know what I'm saying? You got to get that throat right. Get that throat right.
Listen, I will be there because I go for the band.
Okay.
You know, listen, I coach football. I coach high school football. But my son is now the co-section leader of the drum line at Savannah State University. Yeah, my baby boy is going into his junior year at Savannah State as co-section leader.
It's been that long?
On the drum line. Yeah, it's been that long since he left Jenkins. He actually should have completed his junior year, but he took a gap year.
Yeah.
Went off the NCAT, shots out to the Aggies up there of North Carolina A&T University. But he decided after 3 weeks of band camp, he had made the cut, made the drum line. Cold Steel, one of the best drum lines in the nation. I ain't taking nothing away from him. But he decided, Daddy, I want to be here.
Okay.
I wasn't mad at him. When he told me why he didn't want to be there, and I don't want to say because I don't want to defame the school, but I was like, hey, son, say less. I got on the road with him, got him. He came home to the gap year, enrolled at Savannah State, and the rest, as they say, is history. He's doing great. Computer science engineering major.
Okay.
You know, and he needs that education. He needs to learn not just the software, but the hardware application and how to build and put those things together. So as an engineer, engineers I've learned just learn how to do all kind of stuff. You're just an engineer.
Yeah.
You might have a specialty, but you can. The skills they learn are so transferable into any field of engineering that it's scary.
Listen, bro, you ain't telling me nothing.
I've met a sound design engineer who was also a computer graphic engineer and just an engineer in buildings, you know, mechanical and structural engineer. I was like, how you do all that? He said, I'm an engineer.
I'm an engineer.
And they learn all those skills as an engineer. So, hey, go get it, son. Do what you do.
Yeah.
My oldest son's a mechanical engineer, but never finished school. He's turning wrenches on big trucks out here. And a lot of them going in and out of these ports now here. He'll never be broke.
That's it.
Diesel mechanic.
You got to find what's going to make it obtainable for life.
That's it.
Computer engineering, which was my first start. When I went to Albany State, I went for computer engineering, and my plan was to transfer from Albany State to Georgia Tech.
Okay.
Then I probably had a realization, maybe something similar to your son's. Well, but it was like, so I don't care. I'll say it from my experience. Again, this was 2006. This was, I'm sure things have changed prayerfully since then. Our teachers were Chinese in the computer science field. So you're already dealing with a field that is tough, right? You're dealing with coding and stuff.
And now you got a language barrier.
And we're talking about a language barrier from a second and third language, English. Or actually it wasn't even second, a third and fourth.
Or an English language learner.
Yes, or an English language, that part. And when they started the rolling, they might as well be speaking their native tongue again.
Because the accent is so heavy.
Yep.
And you trying to, hold on, I'm trying to understand what you're saying and understand what you're teaching.
Saying. Yes. Yes. I'm trying to understand what you're saying while understanding what you're saying. And it was like, you know what? Nope. Yeah. Nope. It's not it for me.
Yeah. I can see why.
It's it for me.
Yeah.
And I went over to mass communication, but still kept with the engineering.
You still mass communication.
That's
there you go. You in it. You're doing it.
That's it.
There you go.
Joined the radio station, and it was history. Came to Savannah State, you know, and I'm not going.
Found your calling.
I'm not going to dig on Savannah State that much, but they did me dirty on that Albany State transfer. They did me dirty.
They ain't accept your credit.
They did me dirty.
They ain't accept your credit.
They only wanted to give me 8, bro. They did me dirty, and I was going into my junior year. Yeah, bro. Yeah, boy, they did me dirty.
And they want.
Institutional credits. They did me dirty.
That's foul.
They did me dirty.
That's foul. Now, I love SSU. I'm a Morehouse man myself, but I love SSU, but that's foul.
Did me dirty.
I had to fight fists because my daughter, you know, Georgia has the dual enrollment.
Mhm.
My daughter graduated from Savannah Early College High School, valedictorian, shouts out to the the Savannah Early College High School. And when she went to Fisk University with 56 credit hours, they were talking crazy. I said, you know what, I can take my daughter back to Georgia.
Right.
Oh no, we did. Listen, I can take all that money, all that scholarship money that she got, and we can go to school in state where they're going to honor all those credits.
Mhm.
She ain't coming here to start over. So by the time I got done, they made sure that everything was straight, and they accepted all of those credits except for one. They still gave her elective credit.
Okay.
She had to retake that course, but didn't really need to because it wasn't required for her major. So they just gave her elective credit for that one. And in 3 years, she was done only because, she could have been done in 2, only because she was in an honors program. Graduated magna cum laude or summa cum laude, one of those. All I can say is thank you, Lord, she was done.
Thank you, Lord, she done.
Yeah.
And that's the blessing, man. That is the
Yeah.
blessing of it all, man, is to be done.
Yeah. She's still in school, working on her master's in education, teaching school in the city of Nashville. So,
Okay.
You know I'm a proud papa right about
I
it.
know you is, man. Congratulations.
Shout out to my
on
baby
that.
girl.
I can't wait. I
Rush.
can, though. I can wait, though. My baby girl is only 3.
Oh, you got a little big.
I got it, yeah.
You got a little ways.
Got a little
You
ways.
just getting started.
Yeah, with her.
You just getting
My
started.
oldest son, he turned 17 this year.
Uh-oh.
So I'm almost there with
You
him.
about bad as me. I got 17 years between my oldest and youngest. So you got what, 14 years
14 between the oldest and youngest, with
Yeah.
two sandwiched in the middle, you know.
Yeah.
So, but I
Yeah.
can't wait, man. I am proud of my children as well, as a young
Definitely.
father.
Be a proud papa. eh? That's it.
That's it, man.
And listen, my goal is for my kids to do better than me.
That's it.
I want y'all to do better than me.
That's it.
You know,
That's
baby,
it.
baby girl going to school, working on her master's. My wife got a double master's. I say, hey, go all the way, get your doctorate. Do better than me and mama.
Mhm.
You know, baby boy about to graduate in a couple years. Hey, the 2 older girls got degrees. My oldest son, the only one. That's okay. He doing well.
He doing well.
Listen, we need skilled tradesmen.
Yep.
I was just thinking about, again, my kids in my summer program. We took them to the Carpenters Union. We took them to the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters, HVAC Union, welders. We took them to Gulfstream, talking about Friday night flights. Gulfstream, where they make some of the top aircraft in the nation.
Yes, sir.
Right here in the SAV.
Yes, sir.
Listen, there are young people out there graduating high school, going to work at Gulfstream. If they decide they want to go to school, Gulfstream will pay for them to go to school, and in 5 years' time, they're making 6 figures coming out of high school. So
Let me go re-enroll in high school.
imagine their counterpart who gets out of high school, goes to college, and borrows $100,000 to finish 4 years of college. By the time they hit year 5, they're $100,000 in debt and can only find a $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 job.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to that skills trademan who went to Savannah Tech for a 6-week certification, got the job at Gulfstream, and is now matriculating through their rank structure out there and learning on the job and going back to school in their partnership with Savannah Tech to, again, learn additional skills on how to put together these aircraft out there or work on them for maintenance or whatever, and making, when they hit year 5, when they would have been graduating a traditional college, making $100,000 with no debt.
None.
Same
None.
thing. Georgia Ports.
Georgia
I told you,
Ports
just
is
out there
doing
at
it.
3rd. Same thing. They got an apprenticeship program where they'll teach you how to be a machine operator, the crane operator that take those containers off of ships and load them on the back of trucks or trains. You know, all of these things. Skilled tradesmen, welders, the Plumbers and Pipe Fitters Union, the Carpenters Union, millwrights, all of these different manufacturing plants need these skill sets. Hyundai Motor Plant, they have a EV certification program with the Technical College System of Georgia, where they're training them for everything you'll need to know to make these electric vehicles that are going to be coming out of here. $7.5 billion Hyundai directly, and another $7 or $8 billion through their suppliers. All of these folk are needing people to work. All of the people that need to work don't need to have college education.
Don't need it.
High school diploma, GED. Like I say, get your PhD.
Yep.
It ain't even got to be from Calvary, Savannah Christian, or Savannah Country Day, or Bible Baptist, none of them. It can be a PhD, a public high school diploma, or equivalency. Education is fundamental, but don't confuse education with schooling.
Yeah, it's a difference.
There's a difference.
Big difference.
Don't confuse that. Listen, you can learn more on YouTube than you can learn in some schools.
You think I don't know? You think?
Yeah, I said that. I'm sorry, schools. Because some of these schools are just money grabs.
That's all they are.
They're businesses. They're for-profit businesses.
They are big hustles, man. When your grid changes 4 times in 4 years, making you have to take more and more classes.
Yeah, that's about money.
It's money.
You got to pay for those credit hours.
Yes.
That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to raise money.
You got to pay for the credit hours. You got to pay for the student fees,
all
the
of that.
parking fees. Man.
Yeah, you got to pay for the meal plan.
Don't get me started, man.
God forbid if you're living on campus, you got to pay for housing.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But it's the hustle. And they realize the hustle. And that's why we got to take the time to holler at the kids, man.
Educate the kids.
Let them know coming in.
There's different ways to get your education.
That's it.
There's different ways.
There's it.
Get the education. And all you're getting, get understanding.
He said a whole word, didn't y'all? Whole word, man. Hit the like button. Share the stream. I know it's choppy. It's all good, man. The internet be internet, and when the internet. But the audio is good. And like I said, we will upload this stream on tomorrow so you get the full experience of everything that's going on. These boys over here balling, man. They getting their thing on. They wanted to stream. They wanted to jump on. But they also wanted to play ball.
They wanted to play ball. They came for the late night, extended hours basketball that we're doing here with the city of Savannah. As Pro said earlier, the Office of Neighborhood Safety and Engagement, our whole goal in that office of the city is violence reduction, and particularly amongst our youth, ages 12 to 25. So I like to say youth and young adult. Adolescence, as the experts describe it, adolescence is three phases. You have early adolescence, middle adolescence, and then you have what's called late adolescence. So early adolescence would be our junior high, that 12 to 14-year-old. Middle adolescence would be our high school, that 15 to 18, and then that 18 to 25 would be your late adolescence. And those are the ones we target with our violence reduction program. So the late night extended hours basketball is aimed at those age groups to have them doing something productive on Friday and Saturday nights to keep them off the streets and lessen the chances of them being involved in any type of gun violence. And
Big horn. Yeah. That's what it's about, man, because, typically as I was just speaking with OG earlier. I'm actually, when I leave here, I'm going to go get with them. We do once a month, we do a talent show, if you would, a talent showcase at one of the local clubs. And we were talking about the youth, and it was like, we got to do something for the youngins because they really into the music. And he was like, you're right, but they the ones who causing the trouble, and everybody is scared of them.
Yeah, the music, a lot of them, the music they're putting out,
yes,
is promoting the violence and the degrading our women.
Yep.
Glorifying drugs, sex, money, getting money by any means necessary. In the words of one rapper, "Get rich or die trying." That's foolishness.
Yeah.
That's foolishness.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. I'm gonna call it what it is. It's foolishness. And sad to say, a lot of these kids are coming from middle class families, ain't having to struggle, and trying to live something that they're not, and trying to live out what rappers on song, most of who ain't never lived what they rapping about.
Never lived what they rapping about.
I grew up in the projects of Savannah, Hitch Village Project. Shout out to HVP, same place. Fly J, who did enter her daddy. And grew up in them same projects. We used to call him Little J Ski back in the day. Okay, so listen, we fought like hell to get out the hood.
Right.
And here y'all go trying to be hood, and y'all don't even know what it's about. You ain't gotta live that life.
Ain't never been.
Listen, When I left Savannah, went off to college, 4 days after I graduated high school, I was in Atlanta and starting summer school at Morehouse. Went in the military when I left school. When I came back to Savannah, I said, I'm going to take my city back.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my city back. And I've been in these streets ever since then, trying to, doing anything in youth empowerment, whether it's an extension of ministry of the church, working with various youth organizations throughout the years. And again, then the city came after me for this position as a youth empowerment specialist with the Office of Neighborhood Safety and Engagement. I said, wait a minute, y'all going to pay me to do that? I've been doing that for free. Sign me up.
Sign me up. I need to check. Can we get some back pay? Yeah. Can I get a back pay check? Because listen.
Yeah. It was funny when my chief introduced me to the mayor and council. They're like, we finally got him on the payroll.
That's what's up.
7 of the 9 people on mayor and council know the work I've been doing in the community, and we thank God that we've been blessed, and I would say uniquely qualified. I can sit in the boardroom, I can go down to the White House, the City House, and also walk into the crack house and talk and relate to those people here in the hood.
That part.
And so, being uniquely qualified for such a position, not everyone can do that. I'm blessed. Wasn't, I sometimes say I'm a reformed thug. I was never really a thug. My family was in that life. I was real close to it. I had some cousins, some older, brothers and close friends that were in that life. I did the best I could to stay away from it.
Right.
But again, these is my family. I grew up in the hood, grew up around them, and so was exposed to it. But they, thank God, most of them kept me out of. Nah, Marco, you too smart. Somebody got to stay legal. Somebody got to stay legit. And so they pushed me away from it, even when I tried to get engaged in it. And so I thank God for them in that sense, that I made it past the streets. And so because of that experience and because of those OGs that still know me, I can still walk into some areas that the average person in a suit and tie can't walk into. The average person with my education background can't walk into those circles. The average person that lived the way I live, even some pastors around here, can't walk in some of the rooms that I can walk into because there's a level of trust, a level of knowledge that they know, oh, man, Marco, we grew up with Marco. He can walk in anywhere, So, and my brother owns a club, it's a grilling bar, little, and so my brother owns it. I can walk in there, of course, that's family. And we're just trying to do what we can do, again, to save these kids' lives, man, so that they don't go, we got young people dying, had unfortunate situation just a couple nights ago. Two young ladies got shot, they just having a good time outside a friend's house or whatever. And somebody drove by and shot up the place. I got to go visit the hospital because 2 young ladies up in there, and I knew the code of the street, man. Women used to be off limits.
Yeah.
They don't respect the life now.
They've changed the code because honestly, a lot of the women have disrespected the code and stepped into it themselves. They call them gender, again, they've erased these gender roles, right?
Okay, the gender fluidity.
Right. So because of the gender fluidity and the acceptance of what a person says they are, like this woman wants to be this tough Griselda Blanco-ish chick. She's doing certain things that is putting her in the game.
You want to put yourself in a man's place, so you gotta
deal with the
man's consequences.